Sure, my father would have been disappointed in me, too. Made a lot of mistakes. As a husband, as a father.
Cece Cathwell, you are wonderful. Listen, your father wasn't above reproach either.
He was a fine man. What are you talking about?
He has his Achilles heel.
Like what?
He was a womanizer.
What? Hardly. If he's married to the same woman almost his entire life.
Yeah, I know. Still.
My father was a womanizer.
You didn't know?
No, I didn't know, and I heartily deny it. I don't know where you're coming up with this statement.
I can remember the way he used to look at me years ago.
That's a terrible thing to say. I'm not even going to listen to this. What are you...
Darling, I'm just trying to comfort you. You understand how hard you are on yourself. Even the father that you revered so much couldn't meet the high standards you set for yourself.
Womanizer.
Well, I'm not recommending it.
Dolly, where have you been? I was looking all over for you.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I was downstairs.
The cellar?
Yes. Down in the wine cellar. I wanted to go down there, I guess, because of Kelly. I just wanted to feel her presence or something. It's so silly.
No, it's not. Just being a mother. Sweetheart, we'll get her back. We will. Whatever we have to do, we'll get her back.
So what is this? Are we having a little sob in?
I wouldn't give you the satisfaction, Gina.
Don't fret, Sophia. I'm sure they'll be finding Kelly very soon. Though the next time you see her, there may be a glass partition between the two of you.
Go away now.
I can't count how many times you said that to me today, Cece. But it doesn't matter. It's just wasted breath. Because this is my house, too. You can't kick me out of it, no matter what you say. I know that they're going to catch her. And I think it's only fitting that we're all together. Because Keith has the whole city covered, all the roads in and out of town. He's going to catch her this time. I was there when the state police were called in.
You don't get out of this room. I am going to do something that I won't be responsible for.
Oh, stop with the tragic acting, Sophia. You've been a one-woman masterpiece theater all day.
That is the last time she will talk to you that way, I promise.
Oh, Cece, what do you mean? There's nothing else we can do.
Yes, there is. I think now is the right moment.
You talking about the embezzlement?
That's what I'm talking about. Just about the right time. She's probably accumulated quite a bit by now. I think it's time to expose her. Expose her in public. And then we'll get the tape back. And Kelly be free and clear. You just gotta have some faith now, okay?
You were supposed to be out.
Thank you. Everything's taken care of.
The bank manager?
Mm-hmm. I told them we had reason to believe that there are some irregularities in the Capital account.
Is that enough to point him in the right direction?
No question, Dolly. When he takes a look at the records, he can't help but see that Gina's had her hand in the till. She's going to be behind bars before the night is out.
I hope a nice long jail sentence is a threat enough so she'll turn over that tape.
She's going to be begging to make a deal. Listen to me, honey. It's all over soon. Kelly will be coming home. Count on it. Look at... alone, darling.
Good afternoon. Or is it? You're still looking rather corpse-like, Cece.
What do you want, Gina?
Just spreading good cheer, that's all. Oh, by the way, Sophia, I do want to compliment you on your wonderful performance when Cece died. I had no idea you were so good.
Oh, thank you, Gina. But in all modesty, I have to say, when I told you how much I despised you, I wasn't acting.
Yeah, it's hard to tell the difference. Ever wonder when you're in bed with her what's real and what's an act?
Get out of my sight
Oh,
if I knock you on
of your heart. I know you're in a snit because you couldn't save Kelly, but, well, that should be a lesson to you. Leave breaking the law to people who are good at it.
Oh, Gina, there is no question. When it comes to being underhanded and perverse, you are superior.
I'll be upstairs if anybody calls or sends flowers.
I think a small bomb would be more likely.
Oh, Cece, don't be so silly. The only two people who would want to do that are standing right here. And you're not in any position to hurt me now, are you? So I guess it's just another lucky day for me.
I can't take it much longer.
You won't have to. Because that woman's luck is about to run out.
Hello there, kids. Don't wait up for me.
You know, that smug smile on her face gives me the most uncontrollable urge to smack her silly.
I know the feeling very well. Sure not much to smile about tomorrow, I promise you. And when we get Kelly back, we can concentrate on our other problems.
I don't... As long as I get Kelly back, I'm happy. That's it.
Have you forgotten about Victoria Lane?
Yes. Yes, I did, temporarily.
Mason has not been able to get her to marry him, you know.
Mason wouldn't go into something like that without giving it a lot of thought.
Oh, I don't know. I think with the right incentive, he might.
What incentive? What are you talking about?
Nothing. I know that he's got very deep feelings for that woman. That's all I know.
Oh, but, what incentive, Cece?
If Mason marries Victoria Lane and claims a child, and the child is a boy, he will inherit a sizable fortune. The boy will, because of the codicil in my father's will.
And you call that an incentive for Mason? There are many women in this town that Mason could have married if he cared about the codicil in Emmett's will, and they would have given him a dozen sons by now. The only time he was ever interested in getting married was for love, and that was to marry. So what aren't you telling me?
What the hell difference does it make as long as he marries her and keeps her away from Cruz and from our daughter?
Oh, my God. What have you done? What have you offered him?
I told him I would make him a very rich man if he married that woman.
You are trying to buy and sell your own son? And we are the ones that accuse Gina of making a mockery of something sacred, that marriage should be based on love and understanding and trust.
Yes, whenever possible, Sophia, whenever possible.
Can you really have become so cynical?
Listen to me. I married Gina in order to protect Kelly. I want Mason to marry Victoria in order to protect Eden. What's wrong with that?
And who's going to protect Mason?
Are you serious?
You bet I'm serious. Cece, he is your son. How do you think he feels, having his own father try to bribe him into making the most important decision of his life?
Look, I don't even know what you're ranting about anyway, because you turned down the money anyway. So what did I do of any harm?
You really don't know.
No, I really don't.
Well, then I will tell you. Manipulating people with your power and your money is wrong. Picking and choosing which child you will love and stand by and which child you will sacrifice for the other ones is wrong, and it's immoral.
I am immoral. And you better understand this. Eden was more than my daughter. She was my friend. She was all I had in those years. A 10-year-old. The only person in the world who understood me. Do you understand that? I'll protect her happiness with my life. Get that straight, Sophia. And Mason, what's the difference with him? He's got no direction. He's got no goals. He's got no center. It's not as though he's being deprived of anything.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, that's so.
How do you know that? You just tell me how you know that. Because Mason would be a fool, and understandably so, if he ever shared his most personal, private feelings with you.
We got her. Bait. She took the bait. I'll call the police. Not a tracer. Not a tracer. The whole damn file is gone.
How could the bank lose all your records?
Somebody tapped into the central computer and erased all our transactions in our accounts.
Gina. It has to be Gina. Do you think she knows we were trying to set a trap for her?
Wait, how could Gina even come up with something like that? She's not bright enough. She may be a witch, but she's not bright enough for anything else.
All right. Can the bank trace it? Can we call the police? Can they trace it?
Baby, I don't think there's anything we can do now. I mean, the bank's auditors and accounts will come up with something to balance our accounts, but I don't think we can ever get proof that she was stealing his blind.
That means now that we have nothing to hold against her.
That's not true yet. She has lined her pockets before. She'll try to line them again.
Cece, as long as she has that tape, she has us at her mercy. That tape could be at a Swiss vault for all we know.
I'm going to squeeze the noose a little tight and make her cough up that tape. I'll see her dead before she hurts Kelly again. I asked you to set up a bail hearing, and you give me excuses. Now, what the hell is the matter with you?
The truth be known, Dad, you didn't ask me to do a damn thing. I took Cruz on because he asked me to.
That is right. That's what he did.
What I want is for you to get your windbag friends at the State House to put the pressure on Timmons so we can get Cruz an early hearing.
My windbag friends happen to be the most successful men in the state.
Well, then let's put some of their hot air to use for a change.
I think it's an excellent idea. Why go head-to-head with Timmons when there's an easier way?
Thank you. To what do I owe this sudden show of support, Sophia?
To the fact that she's still angry with me over something that's none of her business.
Oh, it isn't, huh?
No, it isn't. I am now going to call McBride at the Attorney General's office. Obviously, I have to get somebody to do the job for you.
There's nothing like a visit with Dad to turn my day around.
I tell you something. That man can be so infuriating sometimes.
Well, maybe he'll give me a gold star when he hears the peal of wedding bells.
Ah, you and Victoria.
Should I get the smelling salts now or wait until you fall over?
I hope that you're going to be very happy. I really mean it.
I think we got a chance.
You have a chance if you're doing it for the right reasons, if you care about each other.
Well, Sophia, if you put Cruz and Eden at one end of the love spectrum and Dad and Gina at the other, I'd say Victoria and I fall somewhere in between.
I understand that he tried to give you money to marry her.
And he was right. It's none of your business, Sophia.
Hey, he also told me you didn't take it.
If it were money I was after, I would have latched on to a debutante years ago, Sophia.
I know. That's what I told him. You love her?
Victoria and I share a deep affection for each other. And there's more to it than that.
I hope so.
On the days when I can afford to be brutally honest with myself, Sophia, I realize that there is nothing real in my life, not one person that I can really share anything with. I want a family, Sophia. Victoria's baby needs a father, and I don't want to be alone anymore. I think I've learned a little something about loving and being loved, and I'd like to put that lesson to good use.
You know what? I'm really proud of you. So how do you like my surprise?
Yes, Doug.
Did it work? Did you get Cruz out?
Timmons is making arrangements now, and Timmons has pushed me about as far as he's going to push. Where's the bane of my existence?
Gina's upstairs.
Oh, good. You and I can have a moment of peace. Right, you're still not talking to me?
Oh, no, Cece, I don't work that way. I think when I'm this angry at you, you'd probably prefer that I didn't speak to you.
Tell me something. Did Mason cry on your shoulder or something? I mean, he always tries to get someone to go on his side against me.
No, he didn't. And my darling, we cannot even discuss sides. You only discuss sides when there's more than one way of looking at something. And there is only one way of looking at the fact that you tried to bribe your son. And that is inarguably, preposterously wrong.
How about unforgivably?
I didn't say that word.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's tapping me on the shoulder. What is it? Come over here. What did you do? Join the Navy?
No, Santana gave this to me.
She did. Yeah, it's not very nice to go spying on people like that, you know.
Mom said it was okay.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sure she did. Well, believe me, it's not really nice, okay?
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Go play with it outside. Go ahead.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that she would actually get that little boy to spy on us.
Well, if that witch, she thinks she's going to get him to follow in her footsteps, she has got another thing coming up. And I think it's about the best stock I've ever come across.
Oh!